Hey folks, Riker here, and today I want to continue the discussion on a couple of video topics that I've made recently because there's a lot of good critical posts and comments and ideas and thoughts that you have left in the YouTube comments, so I want to continue those conversations and I want to sort of add some more information that I may have been missing or lacking in the original videos. So the first one is one from, just about 24 hours ago. It is the Be Smart, What Black Friday Won't Discount video. And one thing that I failed to do in the video, and I actually want to pop it up right now to shout out to someone I roasted recently, Psychopath Heist, for correcting me. Back in 2008 and apparently as far back as 2017. I know, it's so long ago, but it feels weird. We actually did have the bonus crystal spending event. These bonus crystal spending events have apparently been live for at least 2 years or more. Honestly, I did not think that we had those back before we had the ultimates in Marvel Future Fight. So that's a weird thing to say, but apparently it is true. So I wanted to correct myself. I originally said that there probably won't be a crystal spending event. There absolutely will be a crystal spending event if we go by last year and the year before that's pattern. If we go by the history of Black Friday sales in Marvel Future Fight, there should be another crystal spending event. However, what I also said in the video is still true. There's no guarantee that Netmarble and Marvel Future Fight is going to do a back-to-back mega rank up ticket crystal spending event. It's just as likely that they could do a CCF final reward or a mythic uniform ticket final reward. The other thing that I wanted to point out quickly that I didn't get to point out in the crystal spending event is that on top of the other things that are on sale, there's one more thing that's a little bit more relevant now that will be on sale, and it is these it is these characters right here. Not Nova, Ant-Man, and Blue Marvel. Well, I don't know, maybe those are going to be on sale, but Emma Frost, Sabretooth, and Iceman will be on sale. I believe they'll be, I don't know, 30 or 40 or 50% off, some sort of percentage off. There'll be a percentage off for the first purchase, which gets the character automatically at 6 stars, and then there will be subsequent discount for all of the sort of biometric packs. So in the case of Emma Frost and Iceman, you can probably just completely ignore them because the characters are not near the top 30 in the game. But in the case of Sabretooth, you've already seen the video, he is making gigantic waves with this new uniform. It's uncanny. It's absurd how much damage he does. And so I am going to be picking up some of his biometrics. I'm going to be spending some crystals when it's on discount for Black Friday because I want to be able to get this uniform to Legendary, and then I'm going to wait to purchase a Mythic uniform ticket to push it from Legendary to Mythic. I think that's more valuable, and I think that's more worthwhile if you have just that regular Mythic ticket. For example, if you were one of the lucky 7 people to get it from the no, not this one, from the Deadpool X-Force Armory. I still have not got this, but when I do get that Mythic ticket, that will go towards Sabretooth. So that's just a piece of advice for you guys. It's very costly to upgrade uniforms for Emma Frost and Sabretooth if you don't use a Mega Mythic uniform ticket, and whenever he gets a uniform, it'll be the same thing. But that is another thing to look forward to on Black Friday, especially this year, because this man is actually worth the crystals for some players. I'm not saying he's worth it for all players, and I'll make a dedicated video on that, but I also wanted to point that out because that's something that I failed to mention, and I don't want people to think that I'm giving them bad advice. I don't want to give incomplete advice. For some people, I think spending crystals now still makes sense, but for most players, I think saving their crystals for now makes sense until we see what Black Friday will bring. The second thing I want to discuss is actually something from a little bit longer ago. It was the Danger Room video that I made where I basically, well, I didn't make a video about Danger Room. I made a video about being banned from the Reddit, and part of the reason why I was banned from the Reddit is because I posted a video, or I posted a discussion saying that if you lose in the Danger Room, it's because you suck. And I wanted to just clarify that a little bit because this is the post in question that I made. If you lose in the Danger Room, it's because you suck. I want to clarify what I mean by that because there's still a lot of comments, even now. This is almost a week. It's actually a week ago. No, 5 days ago. So almost a week ago this video was posted, but there are still people commenting and replying to comments in that YouTube video. So I wanted to cover it really quickly. The idea of if you lose, it's because you suck is not meant to insult anyone. It's not meant to put you down or make you feel like you're a loser or you're bad at the game. It's meant to encourage you and push you to be better. Because it's like if you die in World Boss. You know, if you lose in any game, it doesn't have to be Marvel Future Fight. If you lose in any way, if you die in any way in any game, there's basically two reactions you can have. You can blame the game, or you can blame your own play and you can work on getting better. You're not really blaming yourself, but you're basically putting the responsibility on yourself. Now, obviously, if certain things happen, if the game crashes and you lose your run, that's not your fault. Of course, you don't suck because the game crashed. I would never say that. That's obviously ridiculous and dumb. But on the flip side, if there are ways for you to improve your Danger Room gameplay, whether it's practicing with the character or whether it's inviting people from your alliance on your friend list so that you can guarantee that they're actually going to know what they're doing, you can invite people and then you can talk to them. Nope, I don't want to do that. You can invite people and then you can talk to them, or you can talk to them outside of the Marvel Future Fight game. You can talk to them online chat, or you can talk to them on Discord or whatever. Those are things that you can do. So that's what I mean by it's you that's sucking, because if you just always join random pub games, if you choose to play with random players, then you have to assume that they're going to be, on average, pretty bad. And so you basically have three choices, or I guess you have four choices. You can play in the Danger Room with random players, and you can get upset at the random players and blame the Danger Room and blame the game mode, even though it's not really the game mode's fault that you chose to play by yourself. You could fix that problem by playing with your alliance members or your friends, and if you don't have any alliance members and you don't have any friends, you can choose to make some on Discord or Twitter or Reddit or Facebook. There's tons of different ways to find just two people to play with. Or you could just never play the Danger Room. That's another thing you can do. And so that's what I meant by if you lose in the Danger Room, it's because you suck. If there's disconnections, if players are actively trying to lose, sometimes people see me and they pick Black Panther on purpose, or they pick other characters on purpose, and they just run around and they do nothing. Obviously, that doesn't mean that I suck or that you suck if you get paired with a troll player. That's not you sucking, but it's also not the Danger Room sucking. And that's the distinction that I was trying to make, is that people were blaming the game mode for having and pairing them with bad players, where it's not the game mode's fault. It's your fault. You have the choice. The game doesn't force you to play with random people. You have the choice to invite people. So if you don't invite people and you play with randoms and you lose, it's either the random people's fault that you lost, or it's your fault that you lost. And this sort of attitude of, if you lose, it's because you suck, this attitude is very popular in other types of competitive games, especially MOBAs. When I used to play Arena of Valor, and you can ask people that play League of Legends, when you queue up, it's solo queue, and you play with 4 other random players, you have to do everything. It's your job to carry the team to victory. If you don't win for your team, then you lost, and that's your fault. And that's basically the attitude that players have, because there's no point in sitting there blaming your teammates. There's no point in sitting there and blaming the game. You can't fix other people. You can't fix yourself. You can try to educate other people, and that's why I made that follow-up video to Danger Room, and I made that tutorial, because that's something that I can do to sort of stem the tide of players who have no clue how to play Danger Room. But ultimately, the only thing you can do is play with people that you can trust and that you know will play well, or accept that you have to, shoulder all of the responsibility if you're going to play with random players and win yourself single-handedly, or just don't blame the game when you lose. So I wanted to clear that up, because I think a lot of people some people were still upset, and some people thought I was insulting them, or I was trying to pick on the community, or I was bullying people or whatever. Definitely not the case. I know there are certain situations in which you don't suck. It's just that the game crashed or someone was being a troll. But in other situations, I think, within 90% to 95% of your chance to win is based on what you do before you even start playing. Inviting your friends, inviting your alliance members, practicing with the character, searching the builds up for the #1 rank so that you know which character you can use, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to bring that up, and I wanted to sort of clarify that for anyone else who was still sort of confused or felt that I insulted them, because I absolutely had no intention of doing so. Before we get to the last one, I want to just do a quick plug on my second channel. If you guys like anime, I just posted a video about anime, and you can find that video if you go to my main channel, this one right here, and you go over to featured channels. You'll see it right here, Cynicalex, and if you click on it, you'll see that I posted a brand new video, and I would really appreciate it if you could check that video out if you have any interest in seeing my anime tier list. And then if you aren't subscribed, you could think about hitting that subscribe button, think about hitting that bell button for notifications. Oh. There we go. And last but not least, I want to apologize for telling people to go on the Discord to find the comic card help chart, because when I originally posted the link for it, sharing was not on, so you couldn't actually access the chart at all. So I woke up the next morning and I had like 50 emails from people that had clicked on the link and had tried to access it, but they couldn't even see the chart. Now, the chart is not meant to be editable by you, so as always, if you guys want to access the chart yourselves, you have to go over to File, and you have to go over to make a copy or download yourself if you want to download it to your computer or to your phone, or if you want to make a copy to your own Google Drive. You cannot edit my copy, you have to make your own copy, but I wanted to just let you guys know that this is now viewable by everyone, as it should have been, and to the like 100 or 150 plus people who have joined the Discord recently, because we've had a huge influx of people joining. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you enjoy your stay. Let me know if there's anything you want or anything you need that could improve the Discord. I'm taking all suggestions as always, so I really appreciate that. And thanks for notifying me, those of you that did, that this was not viewable originally. So that is sort of the news. That's the catch-up. My name's Riker, and you have been filled in by Philly D. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you watching. If you know who I'm imitating, let me know, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.